Hey, it's Chad for Skill bringing you a video on the new spoilers for ZX. Now, I used to do this with Vanguard until, it kind of just was like, oh yeah, Pain Taker, oh yeah, this card, okay, cool. And then, like, it was just a reprint of a lot of cards, but now, since this is a new game, I would like to go through my opinions on the new cards. Now, this will be separated into three parts, one, two, three, four, five parts, one for each color. So yeah, first of all, let's get started with red. I have actually not read these cards before. Like, I was at school and I was checking my phone, which I shouldn't be doing, but whatever, guys. Don't do drugs, kids. And then I saw that the spoilers were all out. So some of them don't have pictures yet, but hey, pictures aren't always the most important. So first of all, we have this Castle Topping Beauty Chosen. Now, regardless of what this is, it's a 2-cost Braver Voidbringer. Now that is already enough for it to be good. Now the reason why this is good is because Goddess of the Rising Sun Himiko needs Bravers in the deck. So having your whole deck as Bravers guarantees 2k damage anytime you actually play a card. So having just a Braver Voidbringer is actually very important. So overall, I'm going to say this card is going to be a good card. Okay, next one we have Beautiful Quartz Crab. It's a start card, nothing too special. Gonna move on. Come on, computer. Don't die on me. Majestic Cedar Stone Bright Elephant. Now, it's a life recovery card. Okay, well that's too bad. Nothing to say here. It's a gigantic trait, gigantic race. So I'm not sure if there's any support for it, but I'm sure it's not nearly as good as if it was a Braver. But I think there is already a Braver. I'm not sure. This one is, okay, so 3-cost, 4.5 ignition. When this card appears, select one ZX and normal score, deal 1000 damage. So this card, I'm going to say it's not very good. In the trial deck, there comes with the red gem dragon, I think. I'm not sure what it's called. It looks like a dragon and it's like red and sparkly. Its effect is 4.5. It's 4.5k base, 3-cost ignition, like this card. But it gains 1000 anytime you attack something. So this card is just clearly just worse. So I'm not going to look forward to pulling these. Hope I don't, because they're rares, so I don't want to waste my rare slots. So overall, this card doesn't actually, I don't think this card will see much play. It is a Meister trait and it's not Braver. If it was Braver, that'd be fine, but it's not. Come on. Flying Malachite Bat. Okay, it's 3-cost 5k vanilla ignition. No, oh, and here's the card I was just talking about. What? No. 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 Computer, don't die on me like this. Stop it. Okay, let's keep going. Goddess of Strategy Athena. Now, this card looks very nice. It's a Braver trait. Continuous, all red cards give plus 1000 damage to your opponent's ZX. Now, this card is very good. I mean, this card is very, very good. And here, since there's a convenient link to Himiko, I'll show you. For those of you guys who don't know, the reason why it's loading so slowly is because I have like 12 tabs open with all the cards. Yeah, it's okay, don't worry about it. Where is it? No, stop. Okay, so Himiko's effect is auto. Whenever this card or Braver card enters a normal square, deal 2 damage to a ZX in a normal square. So basically, with these two, Athena and Himiko, anytime you play a Braver, you deal 3000 damage to something. Now, of course, 3000 damage is not actually strong enough to kill anything by itself. That's a normal card. But then, when you think about it, it means like your Voidbringer can now take down a 3-cost 8k. 4-cost 6.5 because dealt 3k damage to it. So this card is gonna be good. It's a rare, so I mean, the stats are okay, but I think this is a bit low. I think it should be 6,000. 5.5 is a bit too little, because it can be taken down by certain 3-cost ZXs, which I think is not very good. And that's Himiko. Ferocious Tiger Eye, Gem Tiger Eye. Weird names. Evil Seed. When this card is sent from deck to trash, resolve the following effect. Select the square and deal 5k damage to it. Now, this card is not a good Evil Seed. Now, Evil Seeds can be good and they can be bad. first of all, you need to see what they do, okay? So this card effect allows you to deal 5k damage to something. Whoop de fucking do. Didn't you guys see the 4-cost event, the 4-cost ignition event that deals 8k to something when you trigger it? Sounds much better. Of course, it's on a 4. It's a 4 cost on a 5k body. Now this is bad. Like, these stats are for things that are actually good. like Athena was the 5.5, and I already thought that was little. No, this card is just really not worth it. If you draw it, it's basically a card that you want to throw into your mana, which you don't want more of those, because generally in a deck you want a lot of good cards. I mean, that's kind of common sense. Moving on, it's just a random beater, so not much to say about that. Okay, 9 Great Heroes, Lancelot. I guess. All right. Oh, so he's part of the 9 Great Heroes, I guess. Oh, that's pretty neat. I always thought the 9 Great Heroes Alexander was 9 heroes in 1, but apparently it's 1 of 9, I guess. 9 Great Heroes Lancelot. Let's see what he does. Sleep 5 red, reboot this card. Very simple effect, very powerful. 5 cost 7.5k. It's a very good card. Basically, if you have him on the field and he survives that turn, if you get to untap with him, you get to attack. And if they don't deal with it right away, you can pay 5 red, reboot it, and attack again. So it's pretty good to, you know, bait out a lot of heavy removal, because this card is very good. I mean, this card is very, very good. And the best part is you don't even need a player card for it. So you can play this along with other boss cards. Excuse me while I eat a sumai, as it is getting cold. Okay, moving on. Country eating manticore. Now this card's neat. Like in Yu-Gi-Oh, this card's like cost down for all your cards for 1 extra cost. So basically, if you have other ones in your hand, every other Mythos trait in your hand and trash are reduced by 1. And this is good and bad. Well, actually, there's no bad thing, because it doesn't affect your field. If it affected your field, that'd be bad, because a lot of black removal has like cost specific. So you have 4 costs and it returns a 3 cost, and they snipe it with something. That's kind of bad. But I mean, if you look at it and you can think about it this way, so it says continuous. All Mythos in your hand are trashed, have its cost reduced by 1. However, cost cannot be equal to 0. So assume he minuses himself 1 cost. He's a 4 cost 5.5. That is not very good. So unless they release some really, really good Mythos creatures, I don't really see this card. I mean, if you're gonna play a deck dedicated to Mythos, you might as well be playing it. But overall, I don't think right now, unless there's a new card in this set that completely blows me out of the water. But right now, I'm gonna say this card's not very good. Courageous Bear Samurai Sakataki Toki. Oh, this card comes in the TD. I didn't know this card. Okay, this card sucks. It's a 5 cost 7.5k, which is that's pretty good. And then Evil Sea, when this card is sent from deck to trash, resolve this following effect, choose a normal score and deal 3k. This card is pretty bad. I mean, the only reason why you use it is the 5 cost 7.5k Braver, which technically with Himiko means it's a 1 turn 9.5 cost. So I mean, its purpose isn't because it has an Evil Sea. Its purpose because it's a Braver, which is unfortunate. Maintenance Worker Hindenburg. Cool. Evil Seed. Oh. 5 cost 5 cost 5k. 5 cost 5k is an okay stat if it's a good card. It has to be a good card. First of all, this is continuous 2 range. Now, that itself already makes it supposed to be weak power. Now as an Evil Seed, let's see. Resolve this following. Select one of the results in your square until the end of turn it gets the following ability. Oh. This card's actually pretty neat. I like this card. This card seems like a card you'd play in a rush deck, because you don't ever want it to be on the field. I think it's a vanilla on the field, actually. So when you Evil Seed it, it gives the card 2 range, which is pretty neat, in my opinion. It means you can put something in your support square and then it can attack directly. So that's pretty neat. I'll probably be playing this in a rush deck if I ever make one, which I might be, and I'm already on working on it, so probably will be. So yeah, this card, I'll give it a thumbs up. I like it. Root of Evil Azitaka. When this card is put into your resource and you have Barret Rider Shedundar, let's see, do I have Barrette. Oh no, it's a different color. And your resource, deal 3k damage to opponent's ZX, to all of your opponent's ZX and normal score. Wow, this is actually a really good ability. Now the thing is, yeah, I thought so. This is they're making. Ooh, this card looks very nice. They're making multicolor. They're making multicolor combos. So you see, this is a red card and this is a blue card. So when you put this into your resource and you have the blue card in your resource, you get to deal 3k to all of your opponent's cards. And if you have the blue one, and then you put the red one into your... Wait, no. If you hit the red one and you put the blue one into your resource, you draw a card. Actually, I think this is a really, really good card. This is a really... This Barrette Rider Shadar thing is really good. I'm probably going to be... What the f... Go away. If I wanted ads, I'd go watch something on YouTube. Yeah, so this combo is really good. I think the blue combo is a bit better than the red side, because dealing 3k to everything is kind of meh. Especially because it's on a 6 cost 9k. Oh, stop it! Stop! God damn it. Stop it! Okay. Okay, anyways, moving on. Tough Red Shandonli Kalelena, but whatever, I can't. All your gigantic in square gets following ability. Auto, when this card attacks, gains 1k. Okay, so first of all, let's look at it. It's a 6 cost, 8.5, becomes 9.5 on attack. Those are good stats. I mean, 6 cost 9.5 is pretty decent, considering a 6 cost vanilla is 9.5. And it gives an aura to all your cards that gain attack when they attack. So this card's pretty good. If there's any good gigantic cards, then definitely this would be a must in all decks, like 4 of at least. Lionheart King Richard the First. When this card put into resource and you have Holy Beast, Aura, Unicorn in resource, select the normal square and do blah blah blah. So it's another one of these combo, resource combo things. I mean, that's kind of neat that they give you that. Yeah, here's a vanilla. It's not important. Overlord Dragon Cardinal Blade. Very good. I love this card. Okay, so it's a 7 cost. All right. Generally, you probably wouldn't play a 7 cost card like a boss card without any ability to save it. So generally, you're going to be playing this at the earliest on turn 8, or like when you have 8 mana, unless you're very desperate. Like, because if you play it at 8 mana, you play this, you have 1 mana untapped. You can use that 1 mana to either pump Cardinal Blade, or you can kill a 3 cost or lower that was played this turn, or you can deal damage to something. It doesn't actually kill your Cardinal Blade. So yeah. And then when you get to untap with it, he basically says you can deal 8k to 2 things right off the bat, because since you've played, you played it, so you at least have 7. Sleep 3 red shoes on opponent's ZX and normal score, deal 8k. 8k is a lot of damage. That's like a wipe for most things. And if not, well, pay 6, deal 16k. I'm sure nothing will survive that. So yeah, I think Cardinal Blade is very good. The Red Dragon is looking very good. He actually kind of looks like Blazing Flare Dragon a lot, actually, now that I look at it. The thing about this is that if you're playing it properly and you're playing it at turn 8 mana, the next turn you'll have 9 mana, so you can basically snipe out their entire field by tapping out, which isn't very bad. And also this is an activate ability, so you can use this during their attack. I think Cardinal Blade is going to be a very good red card. Probably going to be playing it because it looks very good. Sunset Intercept with Alexander here and his player. I think this is Lubu, but I'm not sure. Select up to 2 of your opponent's normal square. Distribute 8k damage to them. This card cannot be played unless your life is 2 or less. This is a 2-cost event, but it has the condition that this card cannot be played unless your life is 2 or less, which means that this card's going to be dead a lot. It doesn't mean that you shouldn't run it. I mean, I'd play 1 or 2 maybe. But overall, don't count on yourself losing. If you have an effect that needs to activate when you're losing, it's not a very good card. Unless it's like the white one, which is pretty stupid, but I'll get to that later. Nobunaga's Gun. Select a ZX deal. Oh, wow, this card's pretty good. Select a ZX and normal squad. For each red card in your resource, deal 2k damage to it. 3 cost, base 2k damage, because you'll always have 1 red because you need to use this card, right? So you have at least 1 blue resource, 1 red resource. This card's okay. Definitely good for mono red, but if you're splashing red or if you're mixing red, I would never play this card. Holy Sword that waits to be awakened. Select a braver with 6 cost or less in your hand. Put into square without any... Oh, that's pretty neat. 4 to cast. Play any card that's 6 cost or less from your hand. I mean, it comes in sleep, so I don't see a lot of plays with this because you can't do something right away. Maybe if there's a card that comes into play and does something. Maybe you play an extra Himiko, which doesn't make sense because you could just play the Himiko. But I don't know, maybe you want to be fancy about it and lose a card in your hand. It's all good. This card's not very good, so yeah. That'll be all the red cards in the set. Stay tuned for next part where I cover the blue and then the yellow, the black, and then the green. So yeah, see you guys later. Hope you guys like ZX so far, and yeah, see you guys next time. Bye.